Hello, this is Idodmg and welcome back to the channel. In this Torchlight 3 video, I want to talk about defenses, how they work, and what you should aim for on your gear. Before we jump right in though, I want to do one quick announcement. We'll be doing a weekly giveaway for a Steam copy of Torchlight 3 for the rest of October. In order to be qualified for the giveaway, you need to be on the DMGCREW Discord. All the details can be found there. We will be announcing the winner on the weekend live on the Twitch stream, so may the best man win. Good luck. Now let's go ahead and talk Torchlight 3 defenses. Everything that I'm talking about in this video, you should definitely not focus on until you are pushing into the end game. And for me, I had to start worrying about all this around floor or challenge level 50. It was about mid 50s, I think it was, that I really kind of started to have some issues and really needed to hone in on and figure out the defense system a little bit more. With some time spent with the system, I really want to talk about it because I think it's a little bit interesting and will hopefully help someone out there. So the defenses in Torchlight 3, really, it's nothing new to the genre at all. It just functions a little bit differently. So you have physical defense, lightning resistance, fire defense, and poison resistance. As you're leveling up through the story, like I said, don't worry about these, but just know that when you switch to each new act, you're going to have to re-gear for the new resistance type. Fire for Act 1, Poison for Act 2, Lightning for Act 3. But this video is going to be more focused on end game around level 60, around challenge level 50, like I said. So each of these resists cap have a soft cap around 65 or so. I've seen the highest I've seen 68. But it seems like past 65%, you're going to start seeing diminishing returns on each of these defenses. We also, when it comes to mitigation and defense stats, you have evasion and block chance. Each one of these caps out at 40%, and that is a hard cap of 40%. But the first thing I want to talk about is your physical and elemental resistances. The very first thing you should know is stack physical defense. On every piece of gear, you should have physical defense. That is the most stat to get. And then after that, you want to have at least one elemental resist of each type on your gear. So what I mean by that is, for me personally, what I'm aiming for is each piece of gear, so my 6 slots. We'll talk about the shield in a second. But each armor piece, you have 6 armor slots. Each one of those I want to have a high physical damage roll on, and then I want to have elemental damage at least on 2 different pieces of gear. So 2 pieces are going to have fire, 2 pieces are going to have lightning, and 2 pieces are going to have poison. The reason you want to do it this way is your physical defense is actually calculated into your elemental defense. For instance, you see my shield right here, I have 11,900 some defense. Okay, I'm going to take this off, and that's physical defense. Okay, there's no elemental on there. You can see that actually lowered my elemental defense stats. Now when I put this on, keep in mind it's just physical defense, but actually equipping that increases your other elemental resists as well. This is why it's super important to stack that physical resist and kind of gear the way that I said that I'm planning to do. Now let's talk a little bit about your evasion and block chance. For block chance, I was going 2-handed weapon all the way up until about mid 50 challenge level. I just felt like I needed to have a little bit of block just to have that safety net. So this shield is pretty well rolled. You're definitely going to want to get as much block chance as you can find. You can also find block chance on gloves, and someone told me you can find it on helmet as well. I'm not entirely sure of all the slots that you can find block chance on. If someone knows that answer, that would be awesome if you could comment or tweet at me or let me know on the Discord. And I will be more than happy to pin that down in the comments below. But you can roll block on other items as well. You want to be trying to get as close to 40% block chance as you can. Now, when it comes to evasion, you're going to be wanting to try to get that on your armor pieces as well. So remember when I said each armor piece, I'm trying to have physical, there you go, shoulder's going to have block chance as well. So remember when I said I want to have physical on every single piece and then at least an elemental resist on 2 pieces. I also want to have block or evasion on these armor pieces as well. And then you want to sneak in, you can go for your crit, your attack speed, those other stats as well. But just for survival, this is what you would want to focus on. If you wanted to just never die, basically, is you would want to have those rolls. All physical, 2 of each elemental, and then your evasion and block as close to 40 as you can. One thing to keep in mind is certain relics, well, all the relics actually in the game have a defensive skill on it. I'm currently using Flame and Destroyer, and when I pop my defensive cooldown, I think it's a 20-second cooldown and it lasts for a few seconds, it gives me 10% evasion. You can also pick up evasion on your passive skill tree on the Flame and Destroyer. I'm going to gamble and say the same thing is true for the other relics. But with what I'm trying to point out here is you don't want to have a full 40%. You can have a little bit of leeway so that when you do use your defensive, it then brings you up and you're not overcapped. But again, it all comes down to preference and everything when you're really trying to min-max there, because you're going to want to leave room for your offensive stats as well, which we will talk about at a later time. But for now, I wanted to keep this video short and sweet. I hope this video helped someone out there understanding how defenses work in Torchlight 3. Defenses are also true on your pet, but in my opinion, less important. I'm stacking pure damage on my pets. And there you go. That is defenses in Torchlight 3. If you enjoy this video and all the content on the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends. I just want to take a minute and say thank you. Thank you to everyone new that we have met through Torchlight 3. I intend to continue covering this game for at least the next 2 to 3 weeks, possibly a month or longer. We'll just have to see, and once I get bored of Torchlight 3, I plan to go back to our indie games that we love and enjoy, and hopefully find another hidden indie gem out there. I know it's hidden somewhere. We're going to find it, guys. Thank you and welcome everyone new, and thank you to everyone that's been around for the past 1.5 years. None of this is possible without your support. It truly means the world to me, and I just can't say thank you enough. On that note, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.